What's up, guys? Welcome to The Casuals presented by MF Media. Let's go ahead. We're actually recording this after the interview. So just a reminder, it is hoodie season officially. So me and Carson are both rocking the hoodies. This is going to be a constant thing. Let's start with the news across the league, and then you guys will see the interview. Let's start with
Check
the
out the interview. You don't want to miss it, by the way.
Definitely stay tuned for the interview. Great interview with Matt Steinbeiser. The MLB. Charlie Morton has a broken right fibula. He's going to miss the rest of the World Series. He will be goodbye to spring training.
Not only does it suck for the fans, but it just sucks for him. You know what I mean?
He was able to
imagine his pain.
Yeah. He threw 16 pitches on a broken leg.
That's just incredible.
He got 3 more outs after he broke it, including finishing it off with a strikeout against Jose Altuve.
That's determination. That's adrenaline
awesome.
and the moment, and that's just good stuff.
It's good stuff. You love to see it. The Braves are up a game. The Braves are up 1-0.
No, I think as the time we're recording this, you might be wrong. I think
at the time we're recording this, they're down 7-2 in the 7th.
You're right.
But as of right
it's
now,
not looking good.
1-0.
They are
probably going to even out. This is probably going 7. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it with Steiny, but it's probably going 7.
Yeah.
There's also one more MLB story. It doesn't have to do with the World Series. There's a roller derby team in Cleveland. They're called the Cleveland Guardians. Name sound familiar?
Honestly, Mike, no.
Yeah, because you don't listen. The Cleveland the Cleveland Indians / baseball team are changing their name to the Cleveland Guardians.
That's right.
The roller derby team, Cleveland Guardians, are suing the Cleveland baseball team for using their name. We'll see how that one goes.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
I don't think you have the legal funds to deal with the Cleveland baseball team. It's a baseball team. $1 billion.
I don't think they do either, Mike. I really don't.
So we'll see.
Good luck.
Let's move on. World Series is the main thing for the MLB. Charlie Morton being out is going to be huge. He was supposed to started game 1. He was supposed to go clean through game 1, and they weren't going to have to tap into their bullpen. Now they have to tap. Now they had to tap into their bullpen, so that's kind of tough. He was supposed to start game 4 and possibly come in for game 7. So it's kind of tough.
It's a tough loss.
Moving on to the NBA, there's not much going on yet. We're 4 games in.
Yeah. I mean, it's early, but
Chicago's
looking good.
There's 2 undefeated teams. The Bulls are 4-0 for the first time since 96-97. That's interesting.
Yeah. That was a good era for the Bulls.
Yeah,
sure.
I think might have worked out for him a little bit in that time period.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Smidge. But yeah, that Bulls team's looking good. And I think most of us, expected it. Except some haters, Mason Foltz. But
yeah. I think the East is going to balance out a little bit come, throughout the season.
Oh yeah.
I think the Bulls will stay in that top 5 of the East. I don't know if they'll maintain everything. They have a really good team. I'm not going to deny that, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, their big 3 is going to eventually have some load management games. Not too many. I mean, they're not old. They're relatively young for DeRozan's kind of getting up there, but
yeah, I think early 30s maybe.
Maybe, dude.
Yeah, maybe late 20s at this point. Won't be a killer. The Warriors, though, on the West, they're also 4-0. And they don't even have Klay Thompson back yet.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
Here's the reason they're 4-0. Steph Curry is that dude. That guy.
He might win his 3rd MVP. 4th?
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
I mean, I lost count.
He should have won last year. Jokic was great. Don't get me wrong. But his stat, Steph Curry went under the radar so much last year just because the Warriors sucked last year. But he averaged 31 last year. with decent stats to back it up. Like he's averaging 29, 8, and 6 right now. 29 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists through 4 games. And here's the thing. Klay Thompson comes back inside a month is what reports are saying. So we'll see, man. I think the Warriors might be the team to beat in the West. I hope it's the Lakers again, just because I love LeBron and I hope that LeBron keeps winning championships, but we'll see.
And that's where I'm at. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm a Warriors hater, but like,
No.
I'm a big LeBron fan, and the trauma slight trauma that they caused back in the a few years ago. So yeah, that's scary to see them 4-0 and Steph Curry's still balling out like he was a few years ago. So scary football
it's
team,
exciting.
Scary basketball team.
Yeah. I think it'll be exciting to watch. We'll definitely keep you guys updated. It'll mainly be these Wednesday shows, but we'll keep talking NBA.
For sure.
The NFL, though, had some news come up in the last couple of days. We got a good amount of news. It was a pretty busy news week for the NFL between, Tuesday night when we recorded and even today, Wednesday. Like Devontae Adams out with COVID. We knew that as of Monday. There's still a chance that he plays, but I think you said that it's officially he's out.
Yeah, he's done. He's not playing this week.
He's officially out, and Alan Lazard is also out because he is unvaccinated, so he can't be cleared fast enough. He was a close contact. Matt Nagy is out with COVID this week. I hope.
So the Bears might actually win.
Yeah, I think you're gonna regret your pick 'em.
Yeah.
No Matt Nagy. You might want to change that guy. You guys are
locked in.
Okay.
Locked in.
Okay. Yeah, Matt Nagy's out. Zach Wilson is down 2 to 4 weeks with a knee injury. I think it was a sprained MCL.
PCL.
The exact thing. PCL. There's too many letters.
I've never even heard
of it.
To be real. But apparently it's not as significant as MCL nor ACL, obviously. So
cool. JJ Watt is also going to be out versus the Packers with a shoulder injury. So that'll be interesting.
I hope it's not long term. That dude needs to stay healthy for once.
He's got to stay healthy and have a full season.
Yeah.
The Eagles trade for Joe Flacco. They trade Joe Flacco away to the Jets for a 6-rounder. So, but Mike White is still going to start this week.
Imagine
Flacco's just not ready yet.
Imagine a Super Bowl champ being traded for a 6-rounder.
Dude, come on. Are you really calling him a Super Bowl champ?
I am.
I know he won a Super Bowl, but that defense won the Super Bowl. He hasn't been good since.
Dude, Joe Flacco has a ring, and your favorite quarterback doesn't. So,
false.
I'm just saying.
False. If we're talking favorite quarterback,
you know what
he
I
probably
meant.
has a ring. But if we're talking my current quarterback for my team does not have a ring. He's a rookie, so he hasn't even had a chance to win a ring. Maybe he'll win a ring.
You know what? I lied. I misspoke. Nick Foles has a ring. So
yep. Big Dick Nick has a ring. Eat shit. Does Matt Stafford have a ring? Nope. Jared Goff?
Give him 5 more months. 4 more. No, not even 4
Jared Goff
more
lost
months.
that Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. He lost that. Yeah.
I did want to say this because I didn't say it on Monday. I heard the funniest way to phrase it ever. Jared Goff helped the Rams win a football game for the first time ever.
That's good.
And he was playing for the other team.
I
think it was somebody on Part of My Take.
That's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
I don't even take it anywhere near offense to that. That's
actually, I thought it was funny. I wasn't even dig at you. It's actually kind of funny.
It's really funny.
I
think it's the truth.
Fucking depressed
no.
right
I'm seriously, I'm saying it's the truth. He's a tank commander. I already said that.
Yeah, you did. Okay. So. Also, Dak might have a calf injury that could hold him out this week. He has a calf injury. It might hold him out this week.
I doubt it.
Not sure yet. I doubt it too. He was limited today. It's Wednesday. I think he'll play. They said he has to cross the threshold to be able to play, so I think he will.
Good.
And then the final thing, real news, actually, instead of just injuries coming up over the week. Roger Goodell doubled down on the fact that he is not going to release all of the findings of the Washington football team probe.
When did this
He
news
will
break?
not today or yesterday, one of the two. But yeah, he's not budging on it. And there are actually former Washington football team employees that say you need to release everything.
Wow.
So there's something being hidden by the NFL. So
You think? You think that's what that means? I mean,
I think so. If
I don't
employees
know.
of the Washington football team are asking for stuff to come out, that means there's something that needs to come out for the public to see so that something happens.
For their benefit potentially.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Goodell's taken
True.
the professional route and saying like, I mean, it's not necessarily anyone's business, and maybe he's just I don't know. I don't really know the whole situation. I think he's just taking a
I kind of see
professional
where you're going.
perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of see where you're going.
But one last thing. What did Goodell say about Deshaun Watson? He was saying like, he's not gonna talk about his allegations or really. Basically, he was saying they can't put him on the whatever it's called list.
They can't. Yeah, he can't go on the exempt list
Because
it's all civil suits.
Right. So there's basically he was saying that he doesn't have enough information.
Yeah.
To really do that. So
yeah,
I mean, I guess
so
that's
if
good,
he gets traded somewhere, that means he's going to play.
Right.
Which it's looking like Carolina. If there's a trade, it's going to be Carolina.
Nope. I got a notification today from Shefty saying Carolina's out.
Really?
Carolina's out.
Do we have any targets?
I mean, Miami, unless they're out, and I didn't see anything. But
it said that Flores and Tua had a sit-down meeting, and they're confident with him as their QB moving forward. I hate. This is a pet peeve of mine, and I'm trying to do better with it. But I'm actually gonna look on ESPN and see if there's just anything about potential landing spots because I feel like I saw something, but I ignored it.
Yeah, I just know I was on the course today. I got a notification, and they're like, "Yep." So news is Carolina's out, and here's why. And I didn't actually click on the tweet about here's why, but yeah, I saw that. I was like, "Oh wow,
wow." Oh shit. Update. Season sources say it's a season-ending injury for JJ Watt. Season-ending surgery likely.
Oh my god! I mean, I'm not a Cardinals fan. I'm not a old Texans fan, but like, dude, like, he's such a good guy. He does so much for the community. He's such a great football player, and the fact that he's going to be out again, it just scares me that he might hang him up or do something because he's getting up there in age. So, you just hate to see it. It's depressing. If that's actually the case, that sucks, man. You hate to see that. That's bad. Man.
Yeah, I hate to see that. That's
sit on the couch and watch your brother prosper.
Yeah.
Your brother is really wow. But besides that, like I don't think there's any much more to talk about, to be real. Unless you're still researching.
15 hours ago. Deshaun Watson trade rumors. Texans and Dolphins agree on compensation. Miami wants legal issues resolved first.
Oh, well. That's not going to fucking happen this year, right?
No, I don't think. And apparently they're saying that, and that's what happened was 7 hours ago. Tua said, I do not feel wanted. Or no, sorry. I misread that.
Yeah.
NFL.com. Dolphins QB Tua Tagovailoa.
You butchered that
on trade rumors. I don't not feel wanted.
I don't.
He does. He feels wanted. Okay. Double negative. Yeah. Wow. So okay. So we're all good. We're all good in Miami.
I was about to say, Mike, you're stirring we'll some stuff up.
I am. We'll find out though. All right, but so stay tuned. Here comes Steiny. All right, guys, we got a nice special guest on today. My teammate, Matt Steinbeiser, catcher, Duke University, baby.
How's it
Matt,
going?
how we doing?
Boys, I'm doing really well. I'm happy to be here. Talk some sports. I love what you guys are doing, going for it and doing your thing. I admire it a lot, and I'm excited to get on here with you guys.
Much respect.
Yeah, man, we appreciate it, and
A lot of respect.
hopefully this is not the only time you ever come on.
Dude, this is every guy's dream. Just sit around, talk sports, and a lot of guys always say, "Oh, you should do this. We should make a podcast. We should do this for real." You guys had the balls to go out and do it. I admire
Yeah,
it.
man. I actually saw a TikTok the other day that literally said, like, things got all guys talk about, and it was like the first thing was like starting a podcast, and we're like, well, we
Facts.
did it, so
You guys are on your way. So
yeah.
you guys.
Hell yeah.
All right, so let's get rolling. This one's gonna be more of like an interview. We've done some segments with other guys we've had on, but just the sports talks we've had in the past. I'm just like, I don't really want to do any content for this. Like, this is gonna be an interview is where we're at with Steiny. So let's start it off. Obviously playing baseball at Duke. How'd you end up at Duke?
So I'm from Michigan. A lot of the schools recruiting me were schools close to home, Big Ten schools. You Michigan guy there, Carson?
Yeah, my whole family is. I was born here in Myrtle Beach, but my whole family is kind of Michigan. So, W.
All right, I got you. Yeah, I'm a Michigan guy. I got recruited by a lot of schools close to home. But I was one of those guys that ended up having a good weekend and got in front of the right people. I had a couple coaches ask me, what kind of schools you're interested in, and Duke was always a school that was kind of a dream of mine. It's a good school. It's in the ACC. It's in a warm weather state. There's a lot of things to like about it, and I ended up getting in front of Coach Jordan, getting a chance to get recruited by him, made the right moves, and played well in the right spots, and here I am. So it all kind of happened over the course of a year or two, but I'm lucky that it all worked out the way it did.
Hell
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, warm weather usually means year-round baseball in nice sunny weather, but for us, it's, we're starting to get into those temps
I
where
know.
it's
I
like,
know.
oh yeah, it's nice that it's not snowing, but it's still cold.
It's cold, but like I talked to some friends of mine that play at Michigan State, and it's 35, 36 degrees today. So
Oh, and I thought I was dying at yoga.
50,
I thought I was dying at yoga last night. So,
yeah.
and that was 60. So
Playing baseball in North Carolina is much different than playing in Michigan.
nice.
That's what's up.
So talk us kind of through your career. I know a lot of guys who watch the podcast probably don't know that you kind of came in and got kind of stuck just behind one of the best catchers to come through Duke. And I'm not, kissing Mike's ass at all, but I mean, Rothenberg is obviously legit behind the dish. So how, what was kind of your experience kind of learning behind him and also kind of trying to work, and now you're kind of getting your opportunity?
Yeah, no doubt. That's what you get when you come to an ACC program that's, in the top 25 every year. A team that just won an ACC championship, right? You're going to be behind good guys. So being behind Mike was frustrating, obviously, but I get to learn from a really good player. I got to develop on my own and be a part of that team and accomplish what we have for the last few years. It's been tough. It's forced me to be my toughest critic and now, hopefully get my opportunity to play a little bit and help contribute a little more on the field than I have in the last few years. But that's life in the ACC and life on a top 25 program. Sometimes you got to be patient and wait your turn. A lot of guys have had to do it, and a lot of guys have been successful once they get their chance. So
Yeah. I mean,
life at this level.
Absolutely.
there's plenty of guys even on our team that we can look at and say. So
No doubt.
I mean,
People
dude,
ask-
I've told you, I'm excited for you to get back there and get some games behind the dish, man.
I appreciate it, man.
You know.
People always ask me, how's the team going to be this year? And I tell them, we got a lot of young guys in the lineup. It's going to be a lot of new faces. And they say, oh, so, maybe not as good. And I didn't say that at all. These guys have worked really hard to be where they are and
Yeah.
worked really hard to finally get that opportunity. So there's a lot of really good players on our roster, a lot of guys that haven't got a chance yet. And that's what's exciting about what we have this year.
Yeah. I mean, definitely gonna be exciting. I'm gonna need more Steiny bombs, man.
I need some more Steinbeiser bombs too.
that Davidson bomb was exciting.
That
That guy, I mean, that was late. It was late in the game too, so it got me fired up. Like when we were starting to get exhausted. I think we were like in inning 8 or 9, and it was like we got 4 more to go.
Yeah,
And I was like,
hit
"Oh,
it.
Steiny gets me going."
I hit it and the lights went out, and I didn't wake up until I was back at the ball out. So maybe I'll get
I
another-
remember somebody asking you why you didn't pimp it, and you're like, "Dude, I didn't even know what just happened."
exactly.
You're like, I knew it left, but I got nothing.
My body went numb. I was in shock.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
That's
So,
sweet.
Obviously there's not a ton to talk about, but glad to hear your story and give you a chance. So let's move into some, professional sports, most notably the World Series. Who do you have? How many games and why?
I like the Braves in 7. I've been saying that for a little while now. I like this Braves team a lot, man. I think maybe I'm a little biased. Not the biggest Astros fan in the world. I'm kind of an old school baseball guy, so I'm still a little bitter about what happened in 17. But I look at this Braves team. They come so close last year. It leads to an unbelievable Dodgers team and a really good series. I feel like they just kind of have that will not be denied. We're going to finish kind of attitude this year. And then, they kind of cruised to the Dodgers in 5 or 6 games.
Yeah.
In the NLCS. They're really good in the back end of their bullpen. When they get leads in the playoffs, they're a really tough team to beat. And easy to say now, they're already up 1-0 on the road. So I like the Braves in 7, but I said that before last night's game. And I'm hoping they pull it off too. I'm rooting for them.
Yeah. I mean, it's looking like 7 because I think the Astros are up like 6-1 or something like that right now. 5-1.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're up big right now, and it's early.
They're
So-
5-2. Yeah.
Rough.
I think something that's interesting is last night, you have the Braves get off to an early lead. Morton's cruising, and you think maybe they get a chance to win a game without dipping into that bullpen of theirs. And instead, Morton gets the bad break, and you got to go to Minter in the 3rd inning. So
Yeah.
tough break for the Braves. They had to really earn that one and use some of their good arms. I don't know. Maybe that'll be a factor as we get later in the series.
I do got to ask before we move on to, the football talk. Who is deciding to hang pictures or something?
Who wants to
at
bang
at
and
9
break
9:45
your door
at night?
down?
I have
They're like, Steiny, answer me.
well,
That's what it sounds like.
Foltz, JT.
Yeah.
He gets his mindset on something. I think he's hanging like a curtain right now or something. It has to be done right now. Because JT's got to be done when he wants it to be done.
You could
Yeah,
probably hear
exactly.
that a few blocks down. Like that.
Yeah.
He has to run out of energy eventually.
That townhouse is a movie every single day. So
it's got to be over soon. I apologize.
yeah, we'll get through it. We'll get through it. So let's start with, we're moving to the NFL. Let's start with the Steelers, man. You're a Steelers fan, Pittsburgh guy through and through when it comes to sports.
Yep.
How are you feeling about the Steelers?
I'm feeling like the whole season rides on next week, baby.
Really?
At Cleveland. Yeah, I do. Because they're coming off a bye. So this is as fresh as you're going to get for the next 12, 13 weeks.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of old guys in that clubhouse, in that locker room. So a little rest is nice. You're already 1 game down to Cincy. Chances are pretty good. You're probably not going to sweep Baltimore. If you go down to 3-4, already having lost a game in hand to Cleveland and Cincy, I think they're in a little bit of trouble. I think they got to exercise some demons from that playoff loss last year. I think they got to get that first division win under their belt. If they can get to 4-3 this week, beat Cleveland coming off the bye, beat a banged up Baker, I'll feel a lot better letting them go into that, second half of their schedule because it's tough. They got to go play Kansas City. They got to play Tennessee, Baltimore twice.
I mean, they got Chicago.
Chicago. How can I sleep on Chicago, right? He was going to win this weekend, by the way. But I feel like they got to pull this one out. I do not want to go to 3-4 being a game down to Cincinnati.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm with you there. I think the biggest thing is like, what are you gonna do after Big Ben's gone? Do you guys think you get Rodgers next year?
I am full blown on the go get Aaron Rodgers campaign, man.
I love it.
Because you know what?
As you should. They've
got a really good defense. I think.
Hey man, anything to get him out of our fucking division, please.
Please
Just get him
dude.
out. Get him out.
Give
Yeah.
the Packers 3 first round. Like I don't care. Just get him out of there.
The Bears have the balls to talk shit when Aaron Rodgers comes to town, so we get yelled at and he says, I own you."
Yeah.
But see, the Lions, they don't talk any shit. They know what's about to happen. But he owns the Lions too. So like both of us are suffering for the last 5 years now.
Yeah, I hear you. No,
it's been rough.
The Steelers, they've got a really good defense. It doesn't get
Very good.
a ton. They had Najee Harris.
Yeah.
if you've watched the Steelers play all this year, Najee Harris has been the best player in the field probably every one of their games.
Yes.
And he might have
Carson's fantasy team is hanging on for dear life with
I have
Najee
him.
Harris.
I have him in all 4 of my leagues because I knew he would get the volume that he's gotten. So
unbelievable. And it doesn't always show up.
crazy.
It doesn't always show up on the stat sheet because that offensive line is bad.
Right.
But just the tackles he avoids, the negative plays he turns into 3-4 yard gains. He's been our leading receiver, I think.
I was about to say his craziest thing is that like he's having like 14 target games consistently.
So when you
you don't see that besides maybe CMC when he's healthy.
Exactly.
You just don't see that kind of run. You just don't see that kind of pass game out of
when you get
any
that
running
kind of
backs.
defense, those kind of weapons, and you're paying TJ Watt, elite defensive money in the NFL. How do you not go out and get an elite quarterback next year and try to?
You have to.
That Super Bowl window, right?
I feel like you have to.
Yep.
So I'm full on the Aaron Rodgers train. I hope they pull it off. I don't even know who would be a good substitute if they don't get Rodgers.
I mean, Dwayne Haskins, right?
Dwayne Haskins could get it done.
He's the guy. He's the guy.
What's wrong with Dwayne?
If things go wrong this year, we might get a chance to see Dwayne a little bit, a little tryout.
I mean, maybe.
That's the only silver lining.
A tryout to see if they can make the practice squad next year.
If they're 5-8, 5-9 late in the year, we might get to see Haskins, but I don't know.
See if we can get a good draft pick out of it.
Maybe.
So let's move on from the Steelers and just into the general NFL. Who's your favorite to win the Super Bowl right now? And who's your favorite to see play in it from each side?
I hate to say it, but the Bucs are going to win the Super Bowl, aren't they?
That's not a bad take by any means.
I don't like Brady. I can't stand, man. I'm so glad he's out of the AFC. He's still winning Super Bowls, but he's out of the AFC. The guy's wrecked the dreams and hopes of sports fans everywhere his entire career. They're just so good, man. They're so deep offensively. They're so deep defensively.
Yeah.
Brady doesn't make mistakes. I think you look at a lot of the good teams in the NFL right now, like the Bills, Chiefs, a lot of younger quarterbacks that, even Mahomes has a Super Bowl ring under his belt. These guys haven't played in the big games that Brady has for 15, 16 years. When it comes down to it, he's going to make all the right calls. He's not going to make any mistakes. He is the ultimate game manager. And with that kind of depth around him, the team doesn't lose much. So I hate to say it, but I think they're the team to beat right now.
Who do you
think
think matches up with them in the Super Bowl though from the AFC?
The best matchup's the Bills, I think, because that's probably the best defense you're going to see out of the AFC. And that team can get red hot in a split second too. I mean, I know they lost to Tennessee last week, but before that, they rattle off a couple of huge wins and then go beat Kansas City and Arrowhead. That team can get red hot. But the sleeper team I like, Foltz, I like the Chargers a lot.
The who?
The Chargers. I can't believe I'm saying that coming off
we are a Chargers supporting podcast. Okay.
Yeah,
we
are.
support the Chargers hard.
Dude, how do you not love Herbert?
I love Justin Herbert.
Unbelievable. I think the Chargers win the division. I think they're going to start separating themselves from the Chiefs if the Chiefs keep screwing around.
Oh, yeah.
I think the Chargers are a team that could find themselves in the Super Bowl. They could sneak in with those elite teams like the Bills, the Bucks, the Rams. Look out for the Chargers.
The only thing that scares me about the Chargers is like the week they just had before the bye, like week 6 against the Ravens.
Yeah.
Like that game scares me. That just it shouldn't happen. But it's a fluke. It's a fluke, but it's still like you I don't want to put all my eggs in that basket. You know what I mean?
What did Aaron Rodgers do week 1?
True.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
true.
And look where they're at now. So,
I mean, Bills against the Steelers week 1, and look where both those teams are at.
Exactly.
Which is crazy.
LA's a good dark horse to have, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think it's a great.
I think the Rams and Cardinals are both good teams too. I was actually the next question was what teams are your sleepers?
Yeah, well, so
obviously the Chargers.
Dude, the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Cowboys guy. I'm not a Dak guy. I thought they'd be average this year, and they can score.
They look electric. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
They do. I mean, and we've talked about that though. It's like I think Dallas they're gonna try to outscore you. So like if you have a decent defense to put them up against, you can win football games against them easily.
No doubt. We've talked about that. Like, right,
yeah,
they're gonna try to outscore 3 playoff opponents in a row, and that's tough to do when you got to go through names like Stafford, Rodgers.
Yeah. I mean, we saw what the Cowboys did against the Bucs. Like, yeah, they both scored a ton, but at the end of the day, like you just couldn't outscore Brady and the Bucs defense.
Exactly.
Right.
That's still a good defense to battle with.
they're the most built team to go through a 2 or 3 weekend run through the NFC playoffs. The Bucs are, but as much as I hate to say it, man, Cowboys are really good. Dak looks like he's in his stride at the right time too.
Yeah, he's actually got a calf injury right now. He might miss this week.
That's true. That's they're gonna be all right.
Which he should, dude. He should. Don't make him play through that. Like let him heal up and let him play throughout the rest of the season. You know what I mean?
You playing against Dak this week?
No, I am not actually. I'm talking from a general perspective of Dak's been through it. He's really been through it. Let's relax, let him heal up, and have a good career. Because I like Dak. I think he's a good quarterback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
they got the division on lock too. No reason to get him.
They do. Yeah, exactly. That division's a joke.
Exactly.
So what teams that are obviously struggling right now do you think can make a turnaround, possibly a run?
Possibly a run. Well, you know what? Another team I don't like to talk about, but the Cleveland Browns, man. When they get healthy, this team's built to play football late in the season. You know, I'm a big late in the season, weather gets cold, you got to run the ball and play good defense. And when they get those 2 running backs back healthy, not many teams run the ball like they do in the NFL.
And we just found out they got a third running back who's legit.
Apparently, right? They're going to be battle tested in that division. I mean, that's 6 games a year against a good Steelers team, a really good Cincy team, and a really good Baltimore team. If they can get healthy at the right time, maybe win some of those division games, I think they're a team that can hang around. And then a team that I've been big on in the after 3 weeks, I'm a little embarrassed. The Panthers. I know this sounds crazy because Darnold's looked very, very limited the last few weeks, but you can see CMC back healthy. That team looked pretty good for 3 weeks early this year when they had it.
That's true.
That's a little off the wall. That might be my hottest take of the night on this podcast.
I think,
but I don't mind
CMC,
the take. I really
maybe, but I see where you're coming from with it.
Healthy CMC and a potential Cam Newton signing. Who knows? You know what I mean?
I threw that out there on Monday's show.
It's not happening. But
it was kind of just Cam Newton's still a free agent. You got Sam Darnold out there, just QBR of like 40 this week.
You got 5 pretty elite teams in the NFC just beating the crap out of each other, right? So those 5 teams are making the playoffs. 2 teams got to sneak in. I think Carolina's one of them, and I think they could upset some people. Just maybe if it's just one game, they can make some noise in the NFC just to shake it up and get some of those big boys off their toes.
Nice.
It's a hot take, but it's not a bad take at all.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Get McCaffrey going. Get McCaffrey going in the playoffs.
I'm sure fantasy owners are loving just any sign of McCaffrey.
Right.
So who on the other side of that, who is struggling and looks like it's just over? This season's a wash. Start looking at draft picks.
Man, there's a lot of teams on my mind. I thought Philly was going to have a good year, and I think it's time to wrap things up, move on to the next head coach, and get some draft picks.
You think Sirianni's out already?
I think so, man. I don't know. I've seen some of the decisions they've made in games. They look like they're in trouble. I know Jalen Hurts is kind of out there by himself, and he was a little locked into Devontae those first few weeks, but I don't know. I thought this team would be competitive for that division with Dallas. I think it's pretty clear right now that it's a one-team race all the way. They've been a disappointment to me. I think that's a team that needs to pack it up and look towards next year. Another team that I think people are you've given some credit to, and people are still talking about that I think maybe is a little overrated. I'm not buying Indy.
Yeah.
No. I'm with you there.
I'm with you there too.
They played a 49ers team in the rain that doesn't really have a run game when they have 2 pretty good running backs, and Jonathan Taylor I'd call a really good running back. And Wentz just looked really good. They have weapons. I just don't think, and they have weapons and they have a defense. I just think they have something about them where they're going to end up falling apart.
Exactly. And I think it's Carson Wentz. I think that's the thing you're talking about.
They just have like Hilton, Pittman, Pascal, Hines, and Taylor on the offensive side of the ball. And then you turn around on the defense, and their defense has just always been stellar.
Yeah, no doubt. But I don't know. That's just a team that I'm not buying. Even at 3-4, I think they're 3-4.
I think 3 and
if that.
Yeah,
I think
either 3-4 or 2-5. I think they just got their 3rd win. Actually,
they might be one of the softer 3-4 teams out there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not all the way.
Yeah, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah. It's been a good year so far, though. It's interesting.
Moving into some college football. Who's your 4 as of right now, and then who do you got winning the whole thing?
Oh man, a little college football talk. I wasn't ready for that. I'm going to upset a lot of people here, but Alabama's going to sneak in, probably at 4.
I mean, we'd agree for sure.
Alabama's not going to sneak in.
Who's that?
Alabama. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a shame because, you know, a lot of teams that are going to be undefeated or also have one loss aren't going to get in, but you can't tell me they're not a top 4 team in the country. And you can't tell me right now that they aren't possibly the best team in the country. But I think
that's true.
I think Alabama sneaks in at 4. I think I'm pretty confident Georgia gets a spot in there. Since he gets a spot in there, I just want to see who wins the Big Ten. And I think that's going to be something we're following for the next few weeks pretty hard. Who's going to win the Big Ten, Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
That's fucking Ohio State.
I think you're right.
I'm done. I don't care about college football anymore.
Season's
Penn
over.
State just lost in the 9th fucking overtime to Illinois, so I'm done. I'm good.
That was bad.
That's
How about Michigan State? Who do you like there?
Michigan. I'm not sold on Michigan State. I'm not sold on Michigan either, but I'm more sold on them than Michigan State.
I don't know how sold I am on either team. You know, a couple.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not sold on either of them. I don't think either of them should be ranked where they are.
I agree. Both teams have not impressed me at times.
I think Michigan State is about to get smacked around by the big 3 in the Big Ten. Like,
did we confirm the game is at the Big House? Like, do we know where it's at?
It's
at the Big House, right?
No, it's in Michigan State.
Oh wow. I still like Michigan.
Rivalry game on the road for Michigan. That's never easy.
But I think they're going to get smacked around by the big 3. And I'm even including Penn State in that too. Is like Penn State, Ohio State, and Michigan. Michigan State is going to lose all 3 of those games.
It's tough to argue that. I agree.
No. And Penn State's going to lose 2 of them.
Wow.
I think
they might be Michigan.
I think Ohio State's going to pull in Alabama and sneak their way in with 1 loss too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think they deserve it more than Alabama if they do sneak in as a 1-loss team. Is like their 1 loss is to Oregon.
Yep.
Alabama lost to A&M.
No doubt. Dude, the team that I liked in the Big Ten was Iowa. What a disappointment they were, man.
Yeah.
That was a team that I was big on those first few weeks. Run the football, play really good defense.
Yeah. They're the definition of Big Ten football.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know I love that, right?
Punts on punts, winning games 13-10. Like, that's their goal.
You really are an old school guy, dude.
I'm an old school. I'm a Big Ten Northern. I love the way Iowa plays football. Those first few
That's
weeks,
awesome.
That game that Iowa beat Penn State. Sorry, Penn State. I think it was 23-20. 23-20. Yeah, awesome football game. That's the kind of football I tune in to watch. I don't like this Big 12 running gun crap. I like Big Ten football, but man,
are we talking about the NBA with this guy? Like, how do you feel about the 3-point shot?
Yeah.
So you got, Ohio State and Alabama. You think Cincinnati and Georgia are just kind of locks?
I think Georgia's a lock. And the only team that's going to beat Georgia is maybe Alabama, and that just further bolsters both teams' resumes. Yeah. I think
you think Georgia just wins the whole thing?
I think Alabama or Ohio State wins the whole thing.
Wow.
I think
Ohio State has crumbled in the playoff every year, but
I know,
we'll see.
I don't know if Georgia's ready for that. I think they got a really good defense. I don't know if Georgia. I know they put up some big points. They beat some good teams. I don't know if they have the speed on offense to play with an Ohio State or play with an Alabama. I think those teams can outscore them.
That's fair.
It's not a bad take at all.
Well, let's give ourselves some time for puck talk and pick 'em because Stein, we're doing exactly what I said we'd do.
I'm excited.
We can sit here and just talk and talk and talk
because
I love it.
I don't follow the NHL whatsoever.
Foltz, I got the old group meeting bumped back to 10:30, so we got some time here.
Oh, let's go.
We got some time. This is more important than academics, right, guys?
There you go. This will be a public YouTube video, so we're gonna find out if Coach Pollard's watching or not.
There you go. Yeah, you just planted a little seed for him. We're gonna find out.
Yeah, see if you get that 8 a.m. Hey, meet me in my office text.
Sweet.
So Carson, go ahead.
About what? Are we doing?
You were just talking. you were just talking something about. You said something about hockey, and
No,
me and
yeah, I
Steiny
was
completely interrupted.
no, I mean, on my end, you didn't interrupt me, but I was just saying I'm excited about this NHL talk because I don't follow it whatsoever. So I want to, pick his brain and hear what he's got to say about, the NHL. Hoping you're a big fan, so yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm excited for it. I want to hear you talk, and I'm gonna just kind of let you do your thing here.
Yeah,
just
I mean that's where I'm at. I'm just posing. I'm throwing a couple questions your way, but if you want to start talking about other shit, talk about it. I don't care.
Fire the questions off. I'm sure
I'm just excited about the Devils, so I'm trying to get back into hockey.
I gotcha.
I'm the same way. I mean, the Red Wings were dominant for a good 10-year period, and now they're horrible. So I want to see where they're at.
I don't think
I have no idea.
I wouldn't get too excited for let's see about the Devils.
Yeah.
You're still
well, that moves us into the first question of Puck Talk. What teams are legit?
Well, I mean, we all know who's really good. We all know Vegas is going to be good. We all know Colorado is going to be good. The teams that were in the mix last year, but team that's legit that people are starting to talk about is Florida. I really like Florida. A lot of scoring up front. Huberdeau's having a good start to this season. They got two really good NHL goalies. They got Bobrovsky, who's an old vet playing really well. They got the new rookie that's playing really well. In his debut, he beats Tampa, holds them to 1 goal. I think Florida is a team that's going to make some noise. And It's kind of tough when you play in Tampa's division. The back-to-back.
I was just about to say, is Tampa still in the mix?
Tampa is.
I know they won it.
No doubt. I think Florida gives them a run for their money in that division. I think they're both playoff teams. I think they both make noise in the East, but I think Florida is that team that get on the block this year.
Okay. You got any other big contenders or anything?
The Capitals look really good too. I hate to say that as a Pittsburgh guy, but Ovi looks like he's on a mission, man. I think he moved into either 6th or 5th all time on the all-time career goals list.
Yeah, my dad was watching. He did it against the Devils. He got to 5th or whatever.
Yeah, right now
my dad was watching and he was talking about that.
7 goals, 5 assists in 5 games. That's pretty good.
That's yeah. Good. I mean, we're not watching, but that sounds good.
That's good. Believe me, that's pretty good. So I think the Caps are back. But hey, you guys aren't hockey guys. If you're gonna follow the NHL at all, Connor McDavid's the guy you need to be watching play right now. Because that's a third team I wanted to talk about. We got the Oilers right now sitting here at 5-0 through 5 games. McDavid's got 13 points in 5 games, just under 3 a game. You know how people watch the NBA just to watch LeBron make history?
Yeah.
People like watching the NFL just to watch Mahomes make history. That's what we're doing right now. McDavid is on pace to tear up record.
So I got to check out the Oilers is what I'm hearing.
Check out the Oilers. I don't think anybody's had 150 points in a season since Lemieux did it in the early 90s. This guy could have 170, 180 points this season.
Wow.
That's a guy you need to tune in to watch. If you're ever going to casually watch hockey, that's the guy you want to keep an eye on right now.
Okay. Appreciate it.
There you go.
I think I'm going to do it.
You should.
I'm going to find out where I can watch Houston Oilers hockey.
Houston Oilers? It's the Edmonton Oilers, man. Come on. Ooh. You probably don't even know where Edmonton is.
Sorry about it.
Myrtle Beach, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess Canada.
That's a good guess. You're right.
Could I point to it on a map?
Probably not.
Nope.
Probably not. What else you got?
I was actually going to say who are the guys to watch for. So, we got Ovechkin's doing really well, and obviously Connor McDavid. So,
David, man, I'm telling you, if you're a casual hockey fan, the numbers this guy's putting up are off the charts. This season, he's on pace to have. I know it's only 5 games, but he did it last year in 52 games. 104 points in 52 games. The numbers this guy's put up through 5 games show he's even better.
That's crazy.
Year. I mean, you could be watching one of the best seasons in the modern era. He's putting up Gretzky numbers right now. So that's kind of cool.
What's the normal hockey season?
You play 82 games. 82 game season, you have 100 points. That's a good year. 100 points would be like being a 300 hitter, right? Like you're in the upper echelon. I think, most elite goal scorers, most elite point getters are going to be between 100 and 120 points. 120 points is a hell of a season. The guy put up 104 in 52 games last year.
Why did he only play 52?
COVID year.
Okay, so they had a shortened season.
Shortened season, yeah.
Gotcha.
This year, 82 games. It's not crazy to say this guy's going to get 2.5 points a game and breathe on 175, 180 points. That's pretty unreal.
That's crazy.
That would be crazy.
You got to watch for. If you're a casual hockey fan, he's a guy that you got to keep an eye on.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
Hell yeah.
So I was actually gonna that kind of moves us into the next question. What can the NHL do, in your opinion, to bring more fans to the game? I think hockey, from what I've seen, is like one of the most exciting sports to watch. There's always a shot. There's shots on goal often. I think too many people compare it to soccer, where it's like you're only seeing 3-0 games at best. And it's like, but it's even if you're only seeing a 3-2 game, it's like there's still a ton of shots on goal, a ton of action happening, fights on live television. What can the NHL do to kind of bring fans to the game, especially in like areas where we live, where like hockey's just not a thing. Like especially South Carolina, man. Like we can
That's true.
root for the Canes, but like they're all the way up here and in the triangle. So it's like, why?
I know what you mean. I mean, like I come from Michigan, right, where it's like hockey is king. Like high school hockey is getting thousands of people at games every night, right? And you have wings who have been successful forever. Michigan hockey, Michigan State hockey, Michigan Tech college hockey is huge. Female college, women's college hockey is huge. Female youth hockey is huge. Like
wow,
across the board, it's huge. And it's such a great sport, man. Like you said, I mean, you got dudes flying around hitting each other. You got one of the most exciting sports to watch live. You're getting 21,000 a night, especially in the playoffs when you've got electric atmospheres, which you don't hear about it a lot. And I think that's just on the NHL, man. I think they just got to do a better job marketing that product. Now they're on ESPN. So ESPN deal, they got a TNT deal, they're NBC Sports. I think that's big because now the casual ESPN guy, the guy that comes home at 8 o'clock and just flips on ESPN, is going to see a hockey game every now and then. But I think the big thing is the TNT intermission crew. The TNT basketball post-game crew where you've got Shaq and Charles and they're shooting the shit, right? I feel like those guys did a lot to bring in NBA viewership. People want to watch games, to watch these guys do their thing in between games or halftime. I mean, they're hilarious, right? TNT put together a pretty good hockey crew. They got Wayne Gretzky, obviously the greatest player of all time. You've got Paul Bissonnette, who, he's a Spin Chicklets guy, another Barstool podcast, if you're a podcast guy. A couple of the really good personalities from the league. I think that's like maybe their ticket to getting on the radar screen, is if those guys are making headlines on Twitter or attracting viewers and get the ESPN deal. I mean, I think they just got to find a way to market the game around, what they've got going right now.
Totally agree.
Yeah, I mean,
that whole analogy with the Barkley thing was sweet.
The first step is just lift all the whatever restrictions have caused us to not see another Scott Stevens since he was in the league. Whatever the rules changes were to make that happen, let's lift those rules and get back to the Scott Stevens days, where come across the blue line with your head down. Yeah, your day's gonna be over.
That's what's crazy, man. You see like the NFL today or college football. Football is so different, right? And every time you watch football, you probably say it once a Saturday or once a Sunday. Like that's just, that's not football. That's a bad call. I miss old football where you could just slug it out and there's nothing you can do wrong. The NHL has not implemented a ton of rules like that. There's no targeting. There's no head-to-head contact. They are still, for the most part, except for, a couple things here and there, they're playing by the same rules they were for the last 15, 20 years. That's another reason for people to watch. All those football fans that miss, big hits without targeting calls, roughing the passer calls, start watching hockey. They're still doing that stuff. They let it fly.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. I'm glad to see it happening somewhere. Final thing for hockey, and then we'll move right into pick'em and close it out. Who's your pick at this moment, where some teams are 4 games, some teams are 7 games deep? Who's your pick for the Stanley Cup? Who's winning it? If you gotta put it down right now.
I think Tampa pulls off the 3-peat. I really do.
Wow.
I know they're like 2-3 right now. They look like they're still hungover from the post game when they beat Montreal last year. But like, if you looked at this roster, they brought so many key guys back from that team last year. They made a couple of really good offseason pickups, kind of bolster some of that depth. And I think there's something to be said about going out there and trying to do it 3 times in a row. A couple teams have done it twice in a row. The Wings did it in the late 90s. The Penguins just did it a few years ago. But once you start winning 3 championships in a row in any sport, you're kind of entering that elite category, You're kind of stage that only maybe 5 or 6 teams have ever done in any sport, right? I think it hasn't been done in the NHL since the Islanders in like the early 80s,
Wow.
over 40 years ago. So I think they got a little gas in the tank left to try to pull this off, win 3 in a row. I think they're going to do it.
Nice. I mean, that'd be exciting.
That'd be sweet.
That'd be exciting.
No doubt.
Well, I'm glad we had you on for Puck Talk. That's definitely
Me
gonna be
too.
something we got to check in, probably a quarter of the way through the season.
I know what you
In a
mean.
couple
man.
weeks.
It's tough, bro, especially when you're from South Carolina. You don't get to watch it a lot. And why
Yeah.
would you care, right?
Yeah,
But
it's not there for us.
it's an
So
exciting game, man. It's cool when you get to see guys from all over the world. You got guys that are from the US, guys from Canada, guys from Europe, guys from Russia. It's an exciting sport to watch, and there's nothing better than watching hockey live. I highly recommend it.
I was
Oh,
told
yeah.
that too.
I gotta go to a hockey game. I've been trying.
My
Hopefully the
buddy
Canes
goes
play
to
the Devils
school.
soon.
Yo, Mike Corcione goes to school in Tampa.
I
and,
know.
you
Yeah,
like,
I know he goes to Tampa.
and he's been to so many games and they're good right now. So like that's pretty exciting. But yeah, no, I'm so sad because like I grew up a Lions fan, been a diehard Lions fan since 2010, whenever I could realistically listen and watch football.
For you.
But I could never get into the Red Wings when they were good. You know what I mean? Because we could never really watch it here in South Carolina without, getting the whole DirecTV package and whatnot. So
yeah.
Jailbroken Fire Stick, baby.
It's just sad. Yeah, we didn't get into that till, later on, but
Yeah.
And
man,
the beauty.
Yeah.
Been watching every Bears game.
Like I said,
not a good thing.
ESPN, hopefully that takes the league to a next level. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Let's get into pick'em. The moment you've all been waiting for, the moment I know Steiny's been itching for.
You're like, oh my
he was waiting for his hockey talk moment, but now he's fired up. I can see it in his eyes.
I got all the picks. I'm ready to go.
You came more prepared than anybody else. I'm
I
saying
need
you
to
know.
dominate this pick'em.
I've
I
been
think
waiting
Nick
for you
Nick
to
had
say
no
the
idea.
overall.
He was just throwing out teams. Nolan was, I don't know, man. He was just throwing out teams, and
Yeah.
Mason, I came a little prepared, but who knows? He
No,
also.
I'm well researched. I'm well ready to go. Don't worry.
All
I'm
right,
excited,
let's
man.
see.
So let's
see.
update the viewers on the records real quick.
Let's hear it,
'cause
Mike.
I got a game back.
Say it loud. Say it
I got a
loud.
game back. Okay.
Put
I'm
your- put
38
your mic-
and 21 on the
Put
season.
your mouth up to the mic.
I'm
Let's hear it.
38 and 21 on the season. Carson's 42 and 17 on
Okay.
the season.
All right.
I got a game back. I got one back.
All right.
And I'm gonna get 2 back this week because I can already see your picks. Okay. Let's
I got
start.
faith
Let's
in
start
this
hot.
week. I got faith.
Thursday night football. You guys are probably gonna judge us on this because I'm probably gonna edit this by Friday. So who knows? Packers at Cardinals. Who we got?
Steiny, go for it.
Yeah, Steiny, give it to us.
Boys, let me tell you. I know there's a lot of injuries. There's a virus floating around. A lot of people are a little concerned, but as long as one dude's healthy, give me the Packers.
Yep.
Give me the Packers.
Wow.
This is feels like
Give me the Packers
you know
as
what?
well.
Oh, short week in Arizona, missing a couple receivers. We got to take the undefeated Cardinals, right? 1-2's going to pull the rabbit out of the hat. Packers are going to win this football game.
You're
I don't
damn
care
right.
who plays. This is just a Rodgers game. Put them on the back, carry them, get out of there at 6-1 or 7-1, whatever the hell they are.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I got the
I
cheese
made
heads.
this mistake one time, and I will not make it again. Kyler Murray and his 5'8" ass are going to step up and win this football game. Green Bay does not have the defense to outscore them, period.
Mike, this is why you're 4 games back. But
No, this is where I'm trying to gain ground, okay? Deal with it. At this point, I'm throwing up Hail Marys. I have to win. I have to just pick opposite you sometimes.
You just have to start fading you now. Yeah, he's got no choice. You got him boxed up.
Yeah,
wait, real
I
quick,
mean,
did Devontae Adams test negative today by chance? Do we
I
know?
don't think so. I did not see a Schefter report that said that. The last Schefter tweet I saw about Devontae Adams said that he was very unlikely because he needs 2 inside 24 hours.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
Alan Lazard is out. We mentioned that earlier. Alan Lazard is out too because he's
well,
unvaxxed.
Devontae Adams is out week 8.
Foltz, they could send you out there running routes. 1-2's going to get it done.
Probably. I don't know if I can catch him.
You're a Bears fan. You've seen this movie before. 1-2 gets it done.
I have. Sadly, I've seen this movie too many times.
A lot.
Speaking of the Bears, let's get into the 1 o'clock slot on Sunday. 49ers at the Bears. 49ers got to come to Chi-Town, come to the Windy City. What are they doing, Steiny?
I think things just keep getting worse and worse for San Francisco. You thought I was going to say Chicago. Things keep getting worse and worse for San Francisco. They're bad. They're bad. They're really bad. I mean, that's something one of the worst football games I've ever seen. I think the Bears win by a field goal.
I'm here
Nice.
for it.
I do have the Niners. I think Jimmy G's back and fully healthy. Hopefully he could do better than a 200 yard and one pick performance. So I got the Niners on the road here.
I think he's going to sit on your fantasy bench and rot, and I got the Bears.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Keep it moving. Nice little division rivalry here. Panthers got to go to Atlanta. Play the Falcons. Who do you got?
I think Carolina is a team I was big on. Atlanta is a team I was not very big on. Now here they are, both like 3-3, 3-4. I think one of these games ends one of these teams' seasons, and whoever wins this game maybe gets hot, maybe makes some noise in that wild card race. I like Carolina by a point. Carolina wins a tight one at Atlanta. I just think the Falcons are too old. Matt Ryan's out of the prime. They won a couple games in a row. It looked nice, but Carolina's going to get it back on track here.
Well, he's got the scores put out too. He wrote the whole notes there.
I got it all right here.
I got Atlanta at home.
Yeah, I got Atlanta. I think Sam Darnold's still crumbling. I think CMC's not back yet, right?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I think you still got to wait on CMC before anything starts going over there. I mean, DJ Moore's been terrible lately. Robbie Anderson's been bad for the last couple of years. So I think the Falcons win it.
Real quick,
I think Cordero Patterson's going to dominate.
Isn't Stephon Gilmore on that team now, or am I mistaken? Didn't he get traded over there?
Possibly.
One more in the last few weeks. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Carolina. It was Carolina.
Yeah. Is he active yet? Is he playing football?
I think so.
I don't know, but maybe that makes a difference. But I still got Atlanta at home.
Yeah. Another division. Oh no! First, let's go to the Dolphins and Bills.
Bills.
Make this one quick. Dolphins and Bills.
$5 million.
Yeah. Bills. Okay.
Bills.
Cool. Division rivalry here. Steelers going into Cleveland, trying to beat the Browns.
They're gonna get it done. You knew I was gonna say that. Was I really gonna come on here and pick the Browns to beat the Steelers?
I know. I knew it was coming, but we still had to, we still gotta ask.
I'm not gonna lie.
Coming off a bye.
Uh-huh.
Big Ben, nice week, laying on the couch playing some golf. He's fresh. He's ready to go. Steelers by a field goal.
Does Big Ben spending a week on the couch
Age
him backwards for 5 years, or is he still?
He's taking ice baths after ice baths. He's drinking a few beers. He's doing everything.
No doubt, and they're gonna get it done. They're gonna get the run game going a little bit. I don't know Cleveland. They got so many guys on the injury report, but Steelers win by 3.
Oh, I'm gonna disagree, Carson.
Dude, I was on the fence. I actually wrote Steelers, deleted it, and I put Browns. I don't believe Baker's playing. I think
Baker is playing.
He's trying.
Sure.
Wants to play.
Oh,
I think if Baker plays, Browns are a lock for me. If not, I think it's a toss up. So I'm not positive, but I did take the Browns here at home.
okay. I might jump on the train of. And I think we'll both give ourselves the pass here just because we're doing this on a Wednesday night. Like, there's still plenty of time to figure out. I think we're both Browns, Baker dependent. Like, if Baker ends up not playing, I'm taking this.
Yeah.
I think I'll take the Steelers there.
That's fair.
Case
I saw what you did down there with the Cowboys, but
yeah.
If Keenum plays, give me the Steelers. If Baker plays, give me the Steelers.
We love it. We love a good diehard fan who's just not willing to bet against his team.
Speaking of diehard fans, let's dive into the Eagles and Lions.
No. You're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say it because you bet against the Lions for the last 3 weeks. Like, you've said that the Lions were gonna lose the last couple weeks.
And was I right?
I mean, you were right.
Damn right. I'm trying to win this pick 'em.
I'm
damn
7-0 on the Lions game so far.
I'm just saying.
Eagles at Lions. We know who you have, Carson.
Lions hosting the Eagles.
Steiny, give it to us. Give it to us. Don't say it too loud. Topolsky might kill you.
I'll say it. I'll scream it from the rooftops. Jared Goff turns back the clock, and they win. a tight one in Detroit.
Tiny, my boy.
Wow.
Dude, I want to root for Philly. I want to like Philly so bad. Every week they let me down. They look terrible. Terrible. And Detroit, they're 0-7. They stink. But they've kind of been in like every football game except for like one.
Yes,
Like,
you're right.
They got to win one of these games.
You would think, right?
This feels
Damn.
like this feels like a sneaky one that they win.
I'm still going Eagles.
Fair.
I'm still going Eagles.
And that's not a bad take by any means.
No.
So
I also have to fade you on some of these games.
Yeah, you just gotta make up ground.
Titans at Colts.
Titans.
Titans, hottest team in football.
Okay, cool. Another one. Bengals at Jets. Bengals.
Bengals. I think
Fantastic.
Jets are competitive. I don't know.
Mike White starting. No shot.
They'll hang around. I don't know. Bengals win.
Rams at Texans. Another one. Rams.
Texans. I'm just kidding.
Hey,
Yeah, you'd stop kissing Matt Stafford's ass for a second.
I can't, dude. Stafford's gonna have 403 touchdowns, and
I think Tyrod
by the fourth.
Tyrod is back, right?
I think Tyrod's back too, but I don't think they beat the Rams because of that.
Tyrod's 1-1, so give some respect to the Texans, but the Rams win by a lot.
I hope he has a
Rams win by
good
lot.
game. I have to move him in my QB too. It's him or Big Ben. So, and I'm so sick of Big Ben. This is my third time trying Big Ben out of QB two,
That's probably not going to work out. Third time is not a charm.
which is why I'm going
In
to
that
Tyrod.
case.
Pats at Chargers.
Herbert.
I think Chargers. Chargers win by a touchdown.
Yeah. Jags at Seahawks.
Yeah, it's. I got the Seahawks at home. I think
I think
it'll
this is
actually be a
more.
good
This
game.
is more of a toss up than we're making it seem because the Jags look okay lately. They're starting to get a groove, and Geno Smith sucks. So
No doubt. That's what I thought. I took the Seahawks, but you got Lawrence coming off his first win, coming off bye week against a Seattle team that's not good. Did you guys watch on Monday night? They are not good.
They're
No.
not.
But
this is one of those games where, in all honesty, like, yeah, I put my pick in first, but I was like, I'm kind of clinging on to Carson for this one. This is one of those where I can't fade him because it's too close. I just have to go with what he goes with.
Yeah. Also, I mean, you got to travel cross country to play in a tough environment. Geno's got to get it
12th
done.
man. 12th man.
Geno's got to win one football game.
This one's a good one.
Yeah.
This one's a good one. Washington football team at the Broncos.
Let's
Go
hear
to
it,
Denver.
Sonny. I want to hear it.
Yeah, I want to hear from you first.
Denver's a tough place to play this time of year. The altitude, weather starts getting a little chilly. Give me Denver. Denver by a few.
Wow.
Give me Denver too. Me and Sonny on the same.
Wow.
page,
I
bro.
took Washington football team, man. I think Taylor Heineke's going to get it done. I think he excels against a team like this.
That's just like classic. It's late fall. Air's a little crisp. Denver plays at 4:25 and they beat someone and no one watches and no one cares. That's kind of how the
That's
NFL
fair.
works.
That's fair.
I think it'll be a pretty good football game. I think
I
it'll
think
be
it'll
an
be a good
old
game.
school football game. I think it'll be defensive and
Maybe I'll be watching.
a lot of running the football action. So
I like Heineke, but Washington's they're not good. They stink.
Yeah. All right. Bucks at Saints.
Bucks.
I like the Bucks. It's gonna be close.
Okay.
It's gonna be
Respect.
close.
Yeah,
The
divisional
dome-
game, Saints at home. Yeah, I like
Saints
that.
haven't been in the dome in a few. I think it's been like 2 or 3 weeks at least.
I think it's been like, it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
They've only had
Dome's
one home game, I think, two.
And
maybe
Jameis
two.
is still blind, so who knows?
He's still one. But I know. I think they get the dome rocking. Tampa Bay, maybe a little bit of a trap game. Overlook the Jameis Winston Saints. It's close. Bucks still win.
Yeah. So Cowboys at Vikings. I am taking the Cowboys if Dak plays. Dak's kind of day to day right now. He was limited today in practice with the calf injury. So I'm going to take the Dak. I'm going to take Cowboys with Dak. If Dak does not play, I'm taking the Vikings.
So he didn't even sit out at practice. He was limited.
He was limited.
Oh, he's playing. Give me Dallas all day.
Yeah, I think he's going to play, and I think the Cowboys are going to win. I just want to make it clear that if he does not play, I don't want to take the Cowboys.
Give me
Oh.
Dallas with Mitch Trubisky too.
He's a
With
Bill.
who?
Isn't he in? Where is he at?
He's a Bill.
He's a Bill.
Oh, I thought he was a Cowboy. Who's their backup then?
DiNucci?
Is it still Ben
Is
DiNucci?
is he QB2?
Oh God, I hope it's not.
No shot. It's Ben DiNucci. Someone confirm that. If it's
Cowboys
Ben
depth chart.
DiNucci, I might have to take Minnesota. Why do I keep thinking Mitch is a Cowboy?
If it's
They've got
Ben
Will
DiNucci.
Greer, Cooper Rush, and Ben DiNucci.
Will Greer.
I don't know who the hell you play those three guys. I don't know. I think if Dak plays, they win. And I think he's gonna play. That guy doesn't like to sit out. He's a dog. But if he doesn't play, Minnesota at home, run the football, keep Dak or keep the Cowboys' weapons off the field. A little easier to do when Dak's not playing.
they actually have Cooper Rush is QB2, Will Greer's QB3. They do not have Ben DiNucci listed on the lineup on the roster on ESPN.
Really? Oh, there you go. I like the Cowboys.
Well, yeah. With that being said, I think I gotta agree with you. The Cowboy Dak is a win. Cowboy without Dak is a loss in Minnesota.
Yep. Is that the primetime slot?
That's Sunday night. Yeah.
I might have to take the Cowboys straight up because Kirk Cousins in primetime sucks.
That's fair.
That's true, but if Dak doesn't,
Cooper Rush might be able to get his first win of the year.
Yeah, but
First win of his career against primetime Kirk.
Against that defense, they might not even let Kirk throw the ball once, man. They might run the ball 58 times.
Dalvin Cook, 35, 40 touches.
They probably shouldn't throw it towards Trayvon Diggs.
Give him a Henry type thing.
They should let Dalvin run it 30 times. That's what they should do.
You should throw to Trayvon Diggs if you're willing to get picked off once or twice, but he's also given up like 150 yards to like every receiver he's played against.
Home run guy.
Big overrated. Big overrated. Giants at Chiefs. I got Chiefs.
Dude, the Chiefs fucking suck.
Yeah. This is one of those where I'm like, I have the Chiefs. I want to take the Giants just because I kind of like the Giants.
Pretty good win. It wasn't great, but it was a good win. Exactly. So,
but the Chiefs suck.
You gotta think Mahomes is pissed off, right?
I want to stick with my boy DJ sometimes.
In Arrowhead, yeah.
Let's hear from you, Steiny. Let's hear.
This is a shit pumping, man. I mean, it's a classic NFL game. Giants are not as good as they looked last week. Chiefs aren't as bad as they looked last week. Chiefs are looking for somebody to beat up on, someone to pick on. Giants coming to town. Perfect timing. They're going to be.
Yeah, I definitely could see this going like Alabama against Mississippi State right here.
Exactly.
Like you just lost to a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to turn around and just beat the shit out of the next one you play.
Yeah, they're going to take it out on them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that's all of them, Steiny.
I think me and Steiny agreed on every single pick. I don't see anyone that we disagreed on.
49ers Bears. 49ers Bears was different.
That's right. That is right.
We'll find out, man. I'm gonna be watching carefully this Sunday.
I'm excited. If Steiny sweeps, he might just be like an exclusive pick'em guy.
Exclusive pick'em guy.
If Steiny sweeps, we're going to Vegas, man. If I can pick all these games right, are you kidding me?
Facts.
Oh
wow.
All
Great
right.
segment.
Steiny, it. Glad to have you on, man. Welcome anytime. We would definitely reach out again and definitely get you back on. Maybe give it a couple weeks at best, but this was fun. This was an awesome time.
Absolute
definitely
pleasure.
Gonna have you back on.
Absolute pleasure. I appreciate you guys. Love what you're doing. Keep it up. Thanks for having me. Have yourself a good night.
Hey man.
Appreciate it, Steiny.
Take care, bro.
See you guys.
Later.
All right, guys, we are very proud of that interview. I think that was awesome.
That was electric.
We all had a great experience with Steiny. I think we're definitely gonna have him back on the show.
Great guy. Great guy.
That was a good time.
That's my first time meeting him, virtually, obviously, but great guy. Awesome guy.
So that's it for today's podcast, for today's episode. So, guys, like, share, subscribe to
Just
YouTube,
share it.
please.
Share it once with
MF Media Productions.
One time with everyone.
Check us out. Get it rolling. Follow
Follow the Instagram, at
Yeah.
CARRSSONNN.
Plug yourself first. Okay.
Did you want me to plug you?
Well, no, I wanted you to plug the show if you're gonna plug anything first.
No.
Speaking of the show,
Twitter handle.
Instagram,
Go ahead.
MF Media Prod, MFMEDA, DIA PROD.
That's how it's spelled.
Twitter, same thing. Facebook, MF Media Productions. YouTube, MF Media Productions. Okay, it's pretty simple. They're all the same across all the platforms. Just look it up. Give us a follow. What's it gonna do? You're gonna be scrolling down your feed. You're gonna see us. You're gonna be like, all right, cool, move on. Worst case. If not, you're gonna see something cool, right?
And you're gonna want to watch it.
Exactly. You can check us out. All the links are gonna be posted there. How are you gonna watch us if you can't even see us? You know, you gotta check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Do us a favor, follow us on all those. Check us out on Spotify, MF Media Productions. If you want to give us a listen instead of seeing our faces, we're both very beautiful people.
Well,
But
one of us, but you know,
calm down, okay?
You can-
I could have said I could have made that joke.
works.
I could have made that joke, but I didn't. Okay, I could have made that joke, but I didn't because I was being nice.
Okay.
Check us out
Check us
on
out.
whatever you want to do. You want to watch on YouTube? You want to watch it all? You want to watch me yell at Carson? Go ahead. You want to listen to me yell at Carson? Go ahead. Spotify, YouTube, those are your options. Listen, those are your episodes to see everything. Those are your chances. And then, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, see some cool stuff.
I've been getting more active on Twitter. I have.
Yeah. Carson's getting more active on Twitter. Mueller Mania 23
Trust
on Twitter.
And it's good stuff. I don't just
yeah.
tweet when I don't have to. It's good stuff.
CARRSSONNN
Look
on
at him.
Instagram.
He's got it memorized.
He's got dumb shit on there. It's fun to look at. You can make fun of him on there. Comment on his stuff. Go on his stuff, comment and yell at him. Say some dumb shit.
Word.
Yeah. Same thing for me. You want to come yell at me on Twitter? Yell at me on Twitter. It's Michael Foltz 33. And then if you want to yell at me on Instagram, go ahead, yell at me on Instagram. That one is going to be
Do it all.
Yeah. That one's going to be cool too.
All right, guys.
Instagram's going to be Foltz.michael.jr. Check us all out.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week after week 8
Tune
in
in.
the NFL, week 9 in the college football. We'll see how it goes. All right.
Deuces, guys.
Good seeing you guys.
I'm a OG boy.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my
G boy.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my
OG boy.
Day we hustle, but the night we
OG boy.
Know that they ride or die.
I'm a OG